that gives you a summary of how our show goes. We have some poetry, we have some drama. We're going to have our last act of the show to finish us off on quite a high. Quite excited to introduce this young man to us. I called you a young man, I know, Johnny. Jonni Hilton wrote his first poem only a couple of months ago. I can only describe him as a colourful chap with a host of colourful stories that he tells beautifully in his poetry. And I want your biggest, rapturous round of applause for Johnny!
Hello, Edinburgh! Hello, Peterborough! I'm Johnny. As Summer said, I've only started writing poetry about 3 or 4 months ago after a nasty incident walking home. But one I'm glad happened because it inspired me to write. So this is a thank you to 2 blokes who I hope I never meet again. It's called Shit Muggers. Throw all your stuff down on the ground, he shouted as his mate pulled out a knife and smiled and said I'd do just what he says. I swore I did. Fuck off, I screamed, and then I ran away. I kept my bag though, all my stuff. Shit muggers came my way. I shouted loud, I bared my teeth, because I felt shit scared. It's fight or flee, so flee, I said, and fled with dread, aware that I can't run for shit. And as for fighting, does it look like it? But being caught, not a thought I'd allow. As they chased in haste, I taste my fear and hear their panting breath subside. And I glide on, and they can't outrun me. Shit muggers, you frightened me, that's right. But I'm still walking home that way tonight. I'd like to know a little bit about myself now. This one's called The Bottle. I'm not an alcoholic, I told myself last night, because there's wine left in the bottle. Good stuff, Sainsbury's £5.49. I haven't drunk it all yet, and I bought it 3 days ago. At least that's what I think it was. I'm not really sure though, as I have been down the pub a bit. So I guess there hasn't been much time at home for drinking it. Now I realise it seems I may have a drinking problem. I've got the solution though. Next time, I'll take the bottle with me when I go. Started early. This one's called The Greed. I could have been a somebody, could have been a contender, if I hadn't spent my whole life on a drink and drug fueled bender. I've wasted opportunities, fucked up many chances. I've been so pissed I've not noticed a handsome hunk's advances. I've been sacked for drinking on duty, fired for smoking weed. Couldn't wait until my shift was over, oh no, I gave in to the greed of my addictions that started very young. First fags and glue, then drugs and booze. Without them, this life's just no fun. I did try without, some years ago. I spent 7 whole days sober. Then spent a fortnight celebrating, glad that sad week was over. Perhaps I should give sober another go and strive to be successful. Yeah. Starting from tomorrow though, tonight the greed needs one more skinful. A skinful which often leads to guilt. The filthy stains of shame upon my body and my soul, I fear are now indelible, part of me, make me whole. See, I've done things I'm ashamed of in my shady past, and some a bit more recently. In fact, on Tuesday last, I woke up in the morning with that sense of dread. Oh no, I haven't, not again. I've wet the bloody bed. I've woken soaked in urine. I've woken covered in sick. The filthy stains of shame seem a bad habit I can't kick. Still, I've not committed murder. I've not done burglary. And only ever with consent took part in sodomy. So I don't think I'm a bad person. Just a silly chappie who sometimes overdoes it and should sleep wearing a nappy. The guilt I feel is personal. There's no one else to blame. But I bet I'm not the only one with filthy stains of shame. I'll give you a little song now, because I like to move swiftly on from that one. It's one I think you'll know, but I've adjusted it to my tastes. Acid drops, mushrooms, cocaine, amphetamine, real ale and red wine, fat lines of ketamine, round smiley faces all washed down with gin. These are a few of my favourite things. When the come down hits on Tuesday, when I'm feeling bad, I simply look forward to the next weekend getting totally off my head. Right, a couple of work-related ones. Are you all familiar with a certain type of hoover? Sorry, vacuum cleaner, but that doesn't scan in the poem. That has short, squat things with big round eyes on them. Henry. This is called Goodbye, Henry. My hoover had a sex change while I was away. He hadn't said a word about it, much to my dismay. My hoover's had a sex change. It really was a shock. It's hello Hetty with a fanny, goodbye Henry with a cock. My hoover's had a sex change. She's pink and wears mascara. I don't know why she bothered though, she don't suck any harder. My hoover's had a sex change. At first it was uncanny, but now I've grown quite fond of her, my super sucking tranny. My hoover's had a sex change, which really goes to show the times they are a-changing, and we must go with the suction flow. With my last one, which is a personal favourite of mine, and I dedicate it to anybody who's ever cleaned a pub. Anyone in here done that?
Oh yeah.
This is called Glitter. Pub cleaners hate glitter all over the floor. Bet your party was shit anyway. Birthday boy a bore. I found knickers in the ladies, think your girlfriend's been a whore. In the gents, shit, piss, vomit, broken glasses galore. And then, on the bar side, there's peanuts, there's crisps, there's greasy prawn crackers, there's sweet chilli dip. It's sticky, it's filthy on tables, on chairs. Sometimes it's encrusted with short curly hairs. The state of this place sometimes makes me feel sick. You can always rely on the general public. Now, don't get me wrong, I do want you to party, it's just that the mess left behind sometimes nasty. And the worst things, the glitter. It sticks and it stays. Sometimes it's in numbers, too close to your own birthday. Like 30? Or 40? Oh, all right, that one's gone too. Last week I saw 50s. One was stuck to my shoe. So next time you celebrate, you know the score. Pub cleaners hate glitter. Don't throw any more. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Jonni. Can we have one final big round of applause for Jonni? And his plea for not spreading glitter all over the floor. Please take that on board. Right, so thank you so much for being an absolutely amazing audience. Can we have a huge rapturous round of applause for all of our acts?